So working for Verizon seems to be a nightmare for many employees. There's validity to their complaining here, I guess, if you really think about it. Imagine. So this article, which is coming from Phone Arena, I will link for you down below in the description. The idea behind this is that if you're a customer, you're going into this store, you're looking to speak with an employee that can offer solutions to your problems. Often, what happens is these employees do not have access to really help with many of the complications that you're requesting. So, if you come in and you're having a problem with an account, or I guess a device that was purchased maybe online, they have no way to assist, or there's no way to verify certain information or data, it looks like, and that makes their jobs complicated. What they're saying is that they often have to call out to the same customer service numbers that we would call from home if we had a problem and didn't want to go into the store. And then what that does is it basically you now have an employee who is unable to do certain things without the help of someone else, another department. Often these call centers are outsourced to other countries. So there's going to be complications with communications, not to mention that there could be extended hold times if it's a busy time of day and there's not enough people in those call centers to pick up the phone and address customer service issues, which is something that we deal with when we call from home, right? Or wherever we're trying to call from. So this is the stress that some of these employees are feeling. They don't have access to certain systems and certain account information. And then what happens is you have the customer waiting, they're growing impatient, and they're standing in front of you. So the employee feels threatened or, upset. It's difficult. They have other things that they need to be doing and they can't get that done, right? So then you have the employee who now has to be verified by the call center anyway. If you've gone into a store, you know how this works, that the employee in front of you will be connecting you to the call center anyway. You'll have to verify yourself. They'll ask you all these complicated questions. And a lot of the times then the phone will have to be handed back to the employee, then back to you. And it's just a time consuming thing, which really seems like it's stressing the employees. And all they really want is to be able to access the system so that they can get you in and out and on your merry way. And it looks like that is a problem internally, if you ask me. I don't think that this would be an issue within the store itself. I don't think any manager would restrict their employees for being able to serve the customer and get them out so that there isn't complications, there isn't problems. There's nothing worse than a customer who throws a fit in a store where there's customers shopping. That's a bad look for the store, even if it's not a personal issue with the employee or manager or the store itself. But doesn't look good if there's an angry customer, right? Certain customers get threatened by that and feel like, whoa, what's going on here? I'm going to leave. And it could scare away business. It happens. Now, to be fair, these reports are from Verizon retail staff itself. It doesn't say if it's authorized retail dealers or actual Verizon stores. I could understand if it's an authorized reseller. If you're an authorized reseller, you shouldn't have access to all of Verizon systems. You should only have access to what you need to sell the product or deal with the accounts that were signed up within your location, your store, your actual physical store, not the entire company of Verizon. So I get that. So this brings it back to it being an internal issue if these are physical Verizon-owned stores, not giving employees capabilities to check certain information, to be able to assist with certain things is just kind of a failure on their part. And it's actually just doing more damage than good for themselves. You're scaring employees out of the store. And well, that's another stress factor here with employees is that, the company and managers want employees to sell products, want them to be able to meet their sales quotas. Well, if nobody comes into the store, there's certainly no way that you're going to be able to introduce a new phone or a new case or some kind of product that would create a sale. Now, I don't personally like when employees try to push things on me, but we're talking about their point of view here now. Now, many might say, well, good, they don't deserve the sale. I don't want to go into a store anyway. Well, personally, I don't go into the store unless I absolutely have to. I'm one of those take care of it myself kind of things because often when I leave it in the hands of these employees, they usually make a mistake anyway. So it's just I'm wind up fixing their mistakes. But customers should have the capability, the option to go into stores and get assistance. And if you're just going to be forced to call a call center anyway, well, that's the problem. That's the problem with these employees here. I think they're feeling like, well, we're being obsolete, and it's our very own company that's doing it for no reason. All they have to do is give us some more access, and we could take care of some of these issues, you know? And that's the problem. That's the problem here. They're saying that like these are simple little things, like sometimes billing discrepancies or just like malfunctioning devices. Sometimes they have to call the customer service number just for that because they're not able to access the account. It's like blocked or whatever. I guess if you purchased it online, there's no way for you to access it from a store, but I don't understand why not. Working in retail is a struggle. It's a very difficult business for many. So I get the pressures of that. You know, the horror stories that we read all the time about the irate customers, the pressures of store managers getting on these employees, and really all most employees want to do is just get their paycheck. They want to offer the customer service. They want to do an honest job. They don't want to try to upsell garbage to people. They don't want to rip people off, and they don't want to have to depend on another department to do their job. There are many employees that take it serious, that they take the time to learn everything about mobile devices, how the plans work, technology in itself, and then they kind of feel stupid when they have to depend on someone else to do their job, and they're not even going to do it right. So now you're trusting someone else with your job, basically, because your name is still attached to this. So it's like if that problem doesn't get resolved, somehow it still comes back to you as like you didn't do it right, even though you couldn't access certain systems and profiles and whatnot to be able to complete the task by yourself. So it's, yeah, that's an internal thing. I think, you know, carriers in general, Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, they should offer better training. And I think that they should reconsider their process so that customers can get the satisfaction that they need. I don't know. That's my thoughts on this. As always, thank you once again for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.